Hello, NYWCites. As we know, Dickie Rodz and the demonic juggernaut Apollyon are being inducted into the NYWC Hall of Fame class of 2022. Now, I first saw both of these men on separate USA Pro Wrestling events back in the year 2002. Rodz, at the time, was coming to the ring to that song, Around the World, or All Around the World. I can't remember who performed that. Apollyon, back then, was wrestling by the name Joey Brajol, who came to the ring to the theme of The Sopranos TV show and was wrestling in a suit and tie. Fast forward to 2004, when I first went to NYWC. At that time, Apollyon, still known as Brajol, opened up the show in a losing effort to Spider, and he was also one half of the tag team Affirmative Action with Lamar Braxton Porter, who collectively called themselves Affirmative Action. Later that year, he captured his first singles championship in the form of the NYWC Interstate title. Eventually, he and Porter had broken up as a tag team, and they actually faced each other on 2 occasions. And Apollyon, then known as Brajol, was victorious. He then went on to work with the likes of Matt Striker, Amazing Red. So many he did work with. Eventually formed a tag team with King Mega for a time. Had a long-standing or running feud with his former manager Prince Charles, the Foreign Legion, they were collectively known as. That's one feud that never really got an ending. Then he reached his greatest success when he aligned himself with the late Crusher Dugan and declared him, was then known as Apollyon, where he ended up, capturing, well, he ended up a part of the Order of the Black, which Dickie Rodz eventually became a part of. Apollyon eventually basically ran roughshod throughout NYWC. He eventually captured the NYWC Championship, defeating John Silver at House of Madness 2011, and held that championship until being defeated at Psycho Circus 11 in early 2013. From there, he formed a tag team with Bill Carr, and Apollyon was continued to be dominant, and he basically is well deserving of being in the NYWC Hall of Fame. He had like the agility of Bam Bam Bigelow, and like the brutality of Vader. Like if you took Bigelow and Vader together, you probably would get Apollyon. Now, as far as Dickie Rodz, that very first NYWC event I was at, he was the Interstate Champion at the time and was in a 3-way match with Dan Barry and the Grim Reaper. A few weeks after that, Rodz lost the Interstate Championship to Tyler Payne. He went on to form a tag team with Mason Rage, where they ended up tag team champions for a time. Rodz ended up unseating Jerry Lynn for the NYWC Championship, eventually losing it to Mason Rage. Rodz won it back, defeating Matt Hyson, a.k.a. Spike Dudley, and Jerry Lynn in a 3-way matchup, and Rodz did not lose the belt until over a year later to Mike Spinelli. For a time, Rodz left NYWC, came back. He was like working with Rob Echoes, who we know today as Robert Stone in NXT. He went on to, he went a lot of things. Formed a tag team with Jamie Van Leemer. Eventually formed the Rack and Sack connection with Nikki Adams, and in the process, they won tag team gold, and Nikki Adams was the first woman to be tag team champion in NYWC history. Rods went on to, was also, well, he did so much. I just can't remember everything. But gentlemen, congratulations to both of you on being inducted, taking your rightful places into the Hall of Fame. And with the continued success of NYWC over the years, I don't know if this is going to be the end of Dickie Rods and Apollyon as in-ring wrestlers or not. But gentlemen, congratulations. This is so well deserved for both of you.